It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Vikings and the Niners under the lights on Monday night.
It was a frequent sight in the 80s and 90s, and it's continued on till today. Playoff football in the Bay Area as we welcome you to Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, it's the Monday conclusion to what's been an amazing Super Wild Card weekend, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
What a weekend it's been already. One more to get through on this Monday night, and we are underway here in the wild card round. Kene Nwangu now out of his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Down the left sideline. He's on his way. Touchdown, Vikings. Their mobile, agile quarterback, 79 yards. And the Vikings will strike first here, this wild card matchup. So, wow. I mean, that'll quiet this crowd, right? A big one there on the opening drive of the game.
Yeah, you have to be thinking, we're at home for the playoffs. That had to be a splash of cold water right in their face, don't you think?
Yeah, they got to be thinking, we're going to have to work on this and do so in a hurry. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Eluding the pressure right. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
Being chased out left. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
Looking to throw. Martin. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minute.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the 49ers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They bring the 5 seed into the playoffs. Of course, they're one of the wild card teams. And when you're a wild card team, it makes it a little bit tougher. You have to win the extra game. But there's been a precedent set of teams doing that successfully in the past.
And it's usually teams that have aspects that really jump out at you and are really factors in the playoffs. I mean, Pittsburgh, they rode a heavy run game with Jerome Bettis when they won in 2005. And then don't forget the Giants in 2007, that season, pass rush. Remember how big that was for them during the playoffs. And for Green Bay, it was the quarterback play of Aaron Rodgers. So to me, it's a matter of what's going to affect the game in a big way. Can that aspect of your team really make those plays? A lot of times it's pass rush and quarterback play.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. The first carry now. This is Johnson. Still shedding tackles. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down. These 2 teams all tied after 1. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a third down coming up. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran them into field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a first down?
Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. The kick by Joseph is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. Pushing his way through.
Missed.
This will not go down. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive.
Get it! Ready.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Martin, flush to his right. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. There he goes, right side. Still going. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 59 yards. And the Niners are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point try now for Moody. And that makes it 14-10. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Off play action. Johnson rolling to his right. And complete once again to Watson. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 56 6 yards. And the Vikings are able to move back in front.
They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What did we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 67 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half.
The ultimate speedster, showing that speed in front of this home crowd. They love that.
Made me stand up on that run because right now all I want to do is wave to the crowd. More noise, more noise. You got to reward it for that one. A big-time monster run.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Martin flushed out right. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. 2nd down and 3, ball on the 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Forced out to his left. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Touchdown 49ers! George Kittle, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Niners have taken the lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning the perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think it will continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And out now come the Vikings.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Johnson eluding the pressure right.
That is caught.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back to throw. Johnson escaping the pressure right.
Complete. Jefferson to target.
The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Johnson on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Certainly a rarity for all but an elite couple of quarterbacks in this league to have a 100-yard day on the ground. Heck, even running backs don't hit the mark as often as they used to. Nice to see them keep calling his number once they saw he was in line for a special game.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Looking to throw. Johnson eluding the pressure right. Down to the 10. And all the way down to the 5. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Back to throw. Johnson escaping the pressure right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Johnson flush to his right. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown.
Jordan Addison.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
Joseph connects on the extra point,
and that gives them a 3-point lead.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Here's McLeod from his end zone.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, once again, thank you. What a 3 days it has been. Just one more half of football remains on this Monday night in Super Wildcard Weekend. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it was the Packers who get the win at home. The Packers needed a strong finish, and they got it, as the victory there caps off a 12-5 regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, just a field goal separates these two sides at the break. One will go on to the divisional round, one will go home. To find out who it is, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Here's McLeod from his end zone. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean up.
Down the numbers. There he goes.
throws. A little juke. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 78 yards. And the 49ers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Now Moody for the PAT. And oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just letting our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
They give to Johnson going right. Powers through. Johnson jostles free, and they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Johnson's throw brought in by Watson. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch as that played good for 30 and a first. Johnson running right. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They go play action here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense has other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Short throw, caught by the tight end, Oliver. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Greg Joseph now to try the field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Got to say, Charles, a little surprising to have a kick this short blocked. Usually that happens on the longer ones, but great job by the special teams to kind of sift through there and get a hand on it.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of football over time, partner, and you're right about it. Typically, the longer field goals start lower because they have so much more ground to cover to get to the post. And that's when you get a hand on it. These short ones, you're able to pop it up in the air pretty quickly. Normally, you get height. In this case, extra effort to block that one.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Martin on first down. Flushed out right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw is Martin. Throwing again. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Moody good with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
There he goes again. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And finally marked down at the 23. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Flush to his right. And he's got this to Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points.
They were so worried about a punch up the gut or a quick pass inside, they didn't take away an easy run by the QB. Doesn't bring them all the way back, but a good scramble there to erase 2 more points from that deficit.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. Sheds off the tackle. The Niners set to take over on offense. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
106 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
McCaffrey on the counter. He gets away from one. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
Now this is fielded in the end zone.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision's only going to wind up costing him a yard or two as he's tackled just shy of the 20.
So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by 2, just over 2 minutes to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. Flushed out right.
Completes this to Jefferson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
Oh, a heck of a move. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Here we go, 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Able to shake him off. Escaping the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Vikings have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Oh, this is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Flush to his right. This one caught by Kittle. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Oh, man, that could wind up being the key play of the ball game right there. Defensively here, you know they've got no timeouts. You've got to keep them away from the sidelines. Here, not only do they get the big yardage, but they get out of bounds as well.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. This is caught inside the 15.
Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10.
Flushed out right. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Every passing we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw
can they preserve that advantage that they just got? Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
And now out comes Minnesota. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right.
Addison hauls it in.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win.
Tension building. Here's Greg Joseph.
This to advance to the divisional round. And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs.
And the Vikings will continue on in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.